Hello, and welcome to ATL by Moonlight, Chapter 4, Feed the Machine, our finale. Let's say hello one last time to our werewolves.
Hi, I'm Jesse Jerdak, and I'm playing Father Odhrán Makir.
Hello, I'm Noordin Kadir, and I'm playing Rumi.
Hello, I'm KP, and I'm playing Vrika Bal.
I'm Autumn Ivy, and I'm playing Flynt.
And I'm Super Dillin, and I'm playing Michelagh.
And I'm your storyteller, Ian E. Muller. Don't forget to check our Linktree and support our wonderful sponsors. This is a special Werewolf the Apocalypse miniseries using adapted 5th edition rules. These are not official, though we are using official material and the latest updates revealed in hints from the World of Darkness team. So sit back, relax, and let's tell a story of rage.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face, we put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change, pick up the pace. We put in infinite work, that's why we stay getting paid. We innovate, we always switching it up. They can't predict what we say. Come out the cave, they see the blood on our shirt. They see the teeth in the fangs. They watching tape, still trying to figure us out. They think we came here to play. They sending snakes, they trying to give us a curse. Ain't no more running away. They tryna trace, they tryna follow our steps. They tryna copy the wave. Boy, that's your name. That's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work. Like this is minimum wage. Boy, is you crazy? Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe. Yeah, yeah. Nobody's safe.
Where we left off, you had rounded a curve in the tunnel and seen a cavern ahead filled with light. The light looked, and as you near it, feels like the passage you passed through earlier. You can't quite make out the walls or ceiling of this cavern. Is that large because the light that is filling it is brilliant. But you do see a figure kneeling a good 20 paces away from the source of the light in the dirt on the cavern floor. And you see figures pushing, probing at the edges of the light, seeking some way into it, being repelled.
Do we recognize the figure that's kneeling on the ground?
The only one of you who would potentially recognize the figure is Father Odhrán. The person is tall, and you can see half of their body is covered in tattoos. Short hair, a tank top, cargo pants. Looks like they're wearing combat boots. It's hard to tell. Odhrán, from your time in Atlanta, you think that might be Tank, one of Mooney's Glasswalkers, and one of the 4 pack members that you were sent to look for.
It looks like these other figures are harassing him.
It does.
There are some times where this place will show us what we want to see. Can anyone tell if this is truth or a fiction meant to ensnare us?
I can do a worm search, see if there's manifestations and where it's coming from, but I can't guarantee.
It's not really meant for this, but I got something called the Truth of Gaia.
Oh, I have it too.
It's more of a conversational thing.
Well, worst comes to worst, we go and confront it, but for now,
I can throw down. All right. Pass that. Also critted it.
Woo!
We need to stop creating unnoticed checks and on anything else.
Right. Can I breath it as a wilder?
Not for this.
All right.
3.
You sense no worm taint
There's nothing here.
coming from the source of the light or anywhere the light is touching.
But the thing's probing.
Surrounding this entire area, though.
Oh, good. That's tasty. Light source good to go, but we're in a hellhole.
So
Yeah.
this begs the question. Is this a trap for it? Or is it a trap for us?
Well, I don't know that it's a trap for anything. It seems like this is like a ward. Like it's
It is in a way, but we're all entrapped in here. All
right.
of us.
The light. The light is pushing them back. It's like the last stand against them, right?
If
So-
given time and effort, it will fall too.
Right. So, well, I don't know. The figure.
We push forward. Yes?
We push forward.
So, the figure, we see them in the distance,
Yes.
and they are. Do they look conscious? So
They're
like-
they're kneeling, but they're upright.
I go ahead and relay all this stuff about Tank. I believe that's Tank. It's one of the Glasswalkers.
Oh,
It's taking a knee. Yeah.
good.
And they're close to the source of the light. They're not the source of the
About
light.
20 paces away from the source of the light.
And we
The
can't
source
tell
of the
what
light,
this
it's too bright. It hurts your eyes to look at it for too long.
You, your ancestor, right? You were telling us about. Said that something like us is helping something that's causing a problem.
This is it.
This is it.
Safe zone then.
But we gotta help her because this is not gonna last long.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
I suppose one of us should make sure there are no hidden surprises. I walk past the rest of you and take a quick glance into the crucifix hanging from Father Orn's hand, and I'm going to sidestep.
You step sideways off the faint reflection in the crucifix, and the room seems almost grander and more intense. But at the center of that bright light, you can see a figure, or at least the silhouette of a figure, sitting cross-legged, perfectly still, in full Krynos.
So there's Tank, and then there's someone else. I close my eyes, and as I turn around, I return to the material plane. Sorry, not the material plane, that's D&D.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Return to the material
I actually
realm.
call it the same thing.
I look at the rest of you. There is a war form in the center of that light, waiting for us.
Waiting for us.
We're
What do you
waiting for
mean?
something.
Aren't there 2 more wolves we're looking for?
There are.
Maybe this is a dual effort.
There are 3 more wolves we're looking for.
I think that Tank is one of them. We
Tank?
killed one of them,
We're assuming that was one of them, yes.
and then there might be 2 more, right?
We're looking for Streetwise, Slaughter, and Brightfang.
Assuming that this other one that you saw in the center, because we know there's 2, isn't one of them. Do you know who it is?
I would not recognize the face. I'm new to Atlanta, despite my knowledge of it.
None of us were given pictures or anything beyond their names.
Father, you think that you would you would recognize Streetwise.
Right.
You feel like you would recognize the other 2 if you saw them, but you can't think of what they look like off the top of your head. It's one of those, you've seen them before, but
Storyteller, does he know what their other forms look like? Or would he ascertain that?
he would know them in
Only Hamid?
Hamid.
You know,
And the person
Was
kneeling
in-
is in Hamid.
Yeah. The other person was not, though. They were in.
Krynos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I see it. center of whatever it is the safest. So we better at least get to that area. We are pressed from the back. We're pressed from everywhere else. And
Beset on all sides.
Yeah.
And the objective of our journey here, our mission here, is right there.
Seems too easy is all.
I doubt it will be, but I do think that this is where we're needed.
And there's other figures around trying to press in on them. Yeah?
A lot of shadow and a lot of vague movement. And this entire area, anything, basically, the light doesn't reach the walls and ceiling, and everything beyond the light just cried of Wyrm.
I turn to Flynt and goes, you can see the tank and where it's coming from, right?
Yeah.
Since we have a source of the light, there must be a source for where this darkness is coming from. Do you think you can find it?
That's a big ask, my guy. Like, there's a difference between trying to do it for a room and doing a primary, like, hell source.
I know. But at this point, I feel unless we somehow magically open a portal to get out of here, the only way back is through where we came, and we have to grab them. And if moving them or doing anything in this moment is going to break what they have, that's not the risk that we can take.
We won't know unless we can have that conversation with Tank.
And why can't we? Do we know that we can't?
Nobody's stopping us.
Yeah.
But then again, we don't know what her job is right now, or how she's helping. We do know she's helping, though.
Right.
And we don't know if she's helping by choice or by force.
I would just think that if they could move and do this, what they're doing now, they would have been moving and doing it instead of being in one spot.
It's.
We cannot sit here arguing forever.
I'm going to take. I learned a lesson from you, boy. And I'm just going.
Yeah!
Flynt gets hella frustrated as she sees him move and yells out Tank's name.
When you yell out, the figure kneeling, head snaps up and looks around.
Don't know if that's a good sign, but hey, that's the thing.
Oh, fuck. Hi.
You are quite a ways away still, but you wave. The hay probably isn't heard well. And Oren, you are striding forward.
At a brisk pace.
Okay. Almost weakly, she, as you move closer, this is Tank, waves, but doesn't divert her attention completely from what she's doing.
Do you need help?
Yeah. But what the fuck are you doing down here?
Trying to save your ass.
Oh shit, they didn't get back yet.
A mutual friend sent us.
Mooney?
That's
Hey.
the one.
Fuck.
I don't think... What do you mean they didn't make it back yet? You sent 2 back?
No, 3. Slaughter, Brightfang, and Streetwise got out, and she gestures to up and to the right, and you can make out a path kind of winding up a slope to a opening in the cavern wall. There's an exit over there. They got out completely.
Oren, just in case,
I stayed to help.
the picture. Just in case they didn't make it out. The picture.
I get closer and says, we've been walking out this way and we've been on that island for a while.
Oh no, this was days ago.
It's only been 2
The
days. since
picture
we've
of
been
the.
No, it's been
4.
yeah.
Time travels differently, but regardless.
here. Outside, it's been 2 days.
Out of character, it's been 4.
It has been. Okay,
has been
I
4.
swear to God, you said 2 days.
That's why I was like, no, it's 4.
Okay, got it. My
No,
apologies.
they got out. We were down here for a while, but they got out.
They never reported back to Mooney, Tank.
Tank,
The exit goes through the lake.
we need to show you a picture.
Okay.
Just in case.
So fucking show it to me.
Steel yourself, lass.
Yeah, this is a do it now kind of thing, guys.
Do you recognize the face in that picture?
No, but we fucking killed one of those.
Killed one. The 3 of you did.
Yeah,
The 4 of you.
4.
So where is it getting the wolf skin?
It exited onto the lake. That's what you said?
Wait,
That
wait.
exit goes through the lake, like through the bottom of the lake, up and out. They probably got fucked up by...
Were they informed?
Yeah, but they also had to swim 200 feet up through water. They probably needed to recover before they... I was hoping they'd fucking call her and let her know so she didn't send anyone else down here.
You said you talked to the spirit.
Sometimes, yes.
No, did you mention
To the water spirit.
Yeah.
I did.
You said that.
Shit,
never
hold on.
saw.
And the light flickers. Like, it doesn't go out and back on, but there's like a pulse of it shrinking and then strengthening again. She's like, hold on. And you see her close her eyes and like focus again for a minute. And it steadies. And she's like, don't distract me so much.
What do you need us to do to help so that we can...
He's in a trance again. I can't... There's a... I don't know how to explain this.
One word at a time. Trance.
There is a portal to Malpheus in this room. For those of you unfamiliar, Malpheus is the spiral labyrinth in the deep umbra that the Wyrm lives in. It is where the Black Spiral Dancers were created. This cairn got ripped open. He is the last surviving member of the cairn. He was able to seal it, but he has to maintain the seal because he's not strong enough to completely seal it by himself.
How can we help seal it?
He'd have to explain it, but
That I can do.
I just... You brought something up. If the others got out, who's the wolf on the other side right now?
In the Umbra, that's part of the ritual he's doing right now. He's in both at once.
You are in both at once.
I'm not. He is. She gestures towards
The one in the center.
the light that you did.
That's
is right in
Lowy
your
guy.
eyes. Because of how close you are, you can see. Like before, you have to look away from it because of how bright it is. You can see a Krynos werewolf sitting. You can see like matted dark fur, dirty, and it's just sitting there perfectly still.
Okay.
Can we take his place so he can explain?
We don't need to take his place. I can talk to him.
Oh shit! You've got the
Mind speak.
That's Brightfang. Talk to him that way.
I walk in front of him, and I get down on my knees. I make direct eye contact as best as I can, even though the light is burning my corneas. And I'm going to use Mind Speak.
Okay.
I did not expect this gift to be so important.
This is a Breath of the Wild situation.
Yeah, I'm down.
4 successes on the Gnosis roll, and Mind Speak is Wits.
Storyteller, is this a Breath of the Wild situation?
Yes.
Can we both throw down for that? Pretty pertinent.
I'll allow it.
Yay!
Alright. Gnosis first.
Yep.
Here's an
I'm good.
As you're waiting for them and you're forcing yourself to stare at him for a while, will you make a investigation? You know what? Resolve and awareness.
Okay.
Sorry. I was like, wait, this is much more accurate.
Yeah, this is about resolve, isn't it? 3 successes.
No. 3 successes and 1 starries.
Okay.
2 successes on a crit.
Okay. Will you give me... You get the bonus dice from both of them. Give me your other roll, and then I'll do all of it once.
Okay,
Give me your mind speak.
that's an additional 4. Am I
Yes.
reading that right? Okay, so that's Wits and Occult.
Plus
Plus 4. I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have a specialty in abandoned or forgotten rites.
You do.
Is this one of those?
It is.
Hey!
Even though this is a mind speak, would it count? Or will it just help me know things when he speaks of them?
It'll be applicable at a appropriately dramatic moment.
Oh.
Jason Carl.
Jason, if you're watching this. Hi. That is it. Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold the phone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 successes with the crit.
Nice.
As you force yourself to stare through this light and connect with the mind of this Garou, you notice faded blue glyphs swirl through the dark, matted fur that you can guess was once bright white. Scars crisscross the body, breaking the pattern of glyphs, and they appear to be healthy, although very emaciated. And your mind connects.
If you wish to ask anything, I say to the rest, let me know. Tell me, friend, what is your name?
I've gone by many names, but now I am simply he who survived.
What is your favorite name?
That one.
Well then, he who survived. I'm Rumi, a stargazer from, well, not too far.
I have known many of your tribe
Probably more than I've gotten the opportunity to.
in the past.
What is yours?
Forgotten by most.
Howler?
You know Quedet?
There are places where your name is not forgotten, and your deeds even less so.
That pleases me, although some of our deeds are less than favorable. Particularly the arrogance of them.
There is not a tribe amongst us who has not committed the sin of arrogance.
That is true.
Tell me of the ritual, the rite that you're performing.
It's a seal. It normally requires an entire sept. I am attempting to seal this cairn so that it is protected from within and without, or more importantly within in this case. Many moons ago, my tribe mates attempted what the rest of our tribe did.
And in doing so, they accidentally rifted their cairn open.
And invited our cousins, I guess you could say, in. And I was able... Sorry, parched. Even speaking this way, apparently. I was able to halt the flow, the tide that entered, but I'm not strong enough to finish the ritual alone. And over the years, I have grown much weaker, as you can tell. Especially when something started trying to force its way in from the other side as well.
An old spirit. Dangerous one.
This was man.
Man.
I can smell it. Man and something else. Something dead.
Vampire?
Maybe.
Or maybe something we do not know the words for. Tell us what we must do, because you are not alone anymore.
The ritual requires a sacrifice of spirit. To be done properly, a small, unnoticeable portion of each member of the sept, channeled through the one performing it. Without that additional strength, it is very difficult to complete it.
And if it were to be performed, the one performing it would not survive, would they?
When done properly, yes, they would.
That at least is good.
Without the support of a tribe behind me, I don't know. Possibly.
I look out to the rest of you. The rite is an ancient one, and requires a small piece of each of our spirits to fuel it. If enough do this, it's quite possible this seal will hold forever.
Great. Well, okay.
There's always a but.
What happens to us?
I heard that. Have you ever tried to seal a hole in a sinking boat?
Yes, I have.
You have to plug the hole from the inside and hope you create enough pressure for it to seal. That's how this works. Right now I'm holding it closed.
I relay everything word for word.
I look once again. What happens to us?
Depends on if it works or not. If the ritual fails, I guess we all fucking die.
And if it doesn't, though?
We still fucking die.
It may not be death. We may simply lose the whole of our spirit.
Oh, good.
What does that mean? Do we lose...
Michelagh and Rumi, give me a intelligence and occult roll to see if you know what that means.
Okay. One success.
Okay.
Two successes.
Okay. As best either of you can tell, either it would kill you or basically open up your body as a vessel to something else. That is one of the rumored ways that the Black Spiral Dancers were created, is that their spirit was ripped out of them and replaced with a Wyrm bane.
You said that if it was successful, that the person performing it would survive.
If a tribe was behind it. We are but 6 plus this one. We're not a whole tribe.
We're as good as a tribe? What makes us not a tribe? We've only been together a short while.
A day.
It's been a hell of a day.
Hope.
You are a pack unto yourself, as are you, and you, and you. But 5 or 6 packs does still not make a tribe.
Okay, but I would pose you. Do you not wear the skin of your family on your back?
I do.
Does he not carry the spirit of his mother? She's just happy. And I know he's got issues.
Oh,
Pop's got a whole flock behind him.
Do.
Issues, like I said. You, though, know that it doesn't take a literal body count to count as a tribe, does it? Either we do this and we die because we failed and we tried. We do it, we succeed, we kick shit out, we're good to go. We deal with the next problem. Or we don't do anything and we die. But either way, he's been sitting in this floating tube of nothingness, trying to hold it together this entire time. So yeah, you know what? We may not be a tribe, but...
We also have an out. And perhaps we can go and grab people, and if it's really a body count.
We have too little time for that, I think.
Well, sounds like our option is one.
Did you ask him?
I can see him getting weaker as I look at him.
Oh, good. So, yeah, time.
Vrika, there's... You don't have to do this.
No, you don't.
What do you mean?
3 of them already walked away. Tank, I'm assuming you're willing to stay?
Yeah, something this important. I couldn't just leave him. But
One of us should try and get out to warn the others. If we fail.
Well, that's a loser mentality. That's great.
let's make
No, it's
something
realistic.
To be fair, Tank speaks up. That's what those 3 left to go do. So, assuming they're probably just licking their wounds after getting out of here.
Tank. That's his son.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to make something very clear.
No, you do that, please. I want you to.
I appreciate you thinking and considering my safety.
Always.
And I told you this before, and I'll say it again. I make my own decisions, and I choose the path that I want to take. And up till now, the paths I've always and will take is protect what I want and what is mine. 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 Mine, mine, mine.
Here. I do a little air guitar.
And I go and I just sit down next to, or awkwardly kneel down next to Tank. He goes, all right, the fuck do we do now?
Proud of you, boy. All right, we're doing this. Hey?
We've got ancestors. That's extra support.
Yeah.
Right?
That was the whole conversation.
Yeah. All right. That's.
No, you've got Kevin.
I've got Kevin.
got fucking
I'm gonna talk to Kevin.
You should definitely talk to Kevin.
I'm gonna see if Kevin will help a little bit. I feel like
Maybe he can pull the wool off our eyes. Gotta get a laugh before that.
I think what I would like to do actually is I would like to sidestep and then try to talk to Kevin.
Okay.
See if that gets me any little juice.
So you step sideways. Kevin is a spirit of the Weaver.
Yeah.
What does Kevin look like in the Umbra? It doesn't look like a Tamagotchi.
No.
Just a little pixel.
I think that Kevin looks like a child, isn't a child, but looks like one. And like,
it's a spirit of play.
yeah. And I'll take one knee. Hey, Kevin, I don't have any ice cream cones here, but I promise I'll get you some as soon as I go back. I don't know what kind of connections you've got over here, through here. But we need everyone. We need everyone that you could possibly find. We need anyone who cares at all that the world continues to exist. Anyone. So if you could just spread that word, get that out there. Like, it'd be so great, and I will play tic-tac-toe with you every day for the next year. Minimum, I promise.
The voice that replies, have you talked to Kevin before while in the Umbra?
No, I don't believe so.
The voice that replies has no discernible age. It sounds like talking to a crowd of people speaking in unison almost.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a certain digital sound to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just says, "Your message has been passed along. Thank you."
Thank you.
Pass the log.
I step back
And
feed Kevin an ice cream cone.
while that's happening, and I look at Father and I go, I think I'm gonna have a quick talk with someone.
Need a moment?
And
Of course.
then you see him sidestep as well,
Okay.
and then inside of his shirt, he pulls out a very tiny locket.
Mhm.
And it's looking very worn, very simple, very old, or at least a few decades old. You see him his hands are very much shaking at this point, and you see him try to open it, and then finally crack it open, and inside is a photo of a very young looking boy, and what seems to be a figure, but the face has been smudged up over time. And he goes, I still can't remember you, but I felt you earlier, and I heard you, and it's been a while. And I want you to know that it's been tough, but I'm okay. It's been okay. But now it's not. And it'd be great to hear your voice once more. To face whatever's coming, and maybe, hopefully, some way find help in that. Kind of just looks around, shuts the locket, and just goes into I'm assuming at this point he sees the wolf form that is up front.
You can see the matted fur. It's easier to see in the Umbra. The matted fur kind of, every once in a while, like, just the energy shifts through it and it moves. But otherwise the figure's very still. Just sitting very much in a meditation pose.
And he observes exactly how it looks, how he's sitting, and then he comes out of that and then gets into and emulates the pose that the person is doing.
Okay.
And he was in Garou form.
He's in Krenos, yeah.
Krenos, yeah. So I'll shift into Krenos
Okay.
and go into that form.
That sounds like everybody's saying they're well-to-dos, huh? More or less.
Flynt. You know what it's like to be more in touch with your instincts. It's part of me that I've kind of stepped away from. If I don't come back from this, will you keep an eye on your boy over there? Please.
You're gonna come back just fine.
All right.
Oh, who else is gonna traverse with us through this besides you, old fart?
Right.
As soon as you say old fart, you just, even though his eyes are closed, you just go,
I'm gonna step away from the light. Is that all right? Like out of the light, into the shadows, into the darker areas.
You approach the where the light starts to fade into darkness, and it's a very gradient effect.
Yeah.
And as you get closer, you can see misshapen, woven figures, humanoid figures, almost ephemeral spirits swarming,
Perfect.
snarling, clawing.
Good. We'll take one more step towards that. And then I'm going to step sideways. Again and again and again and go deep.
You go into the penumbra and
Aye.
you shift again, traveling further into not the deep umbra, but
As deep as I can go.
the next phase, the middle. From there, everything changes.
Aye.
You're in a sea of broken rock and bright blue sky, towering pillars of stone scattered about. You're unable to step sideways any further. You would need to travel on foot or by other means from here to go anywhere else.
I feel like this is probably good. I shout to the darkness. All right. Are you out there?
There's no reply, but you feel that you feel an attention toward you.
All right. I think I know who you are, and I am sorry for what I done. You were important enough to me at one point for me to walk away from the cloth, away from home, and away from everything, and I'm sorry for what I done. But I think we loved each other once. You meant the world to me. And now, I got a family. And I need your help. And I got nobody else.
You feel a hand on your shoulder. There's no one there, but you can feel a reassurance. And there's a sense of maybe not forgiveness, but understanding.
I'm so sorry. I don't know if we're going to succeed, but I'm ready to make up for what I did to you.
And that feeling gets a little stronger. And then you feel a push. Gentle.
Thank you. I'm going to step back.
When you step back into the penumbra, you see a spirit you can't identify. It's not obvious what it is a spirit of or who. Alongside you.
I hope you're who I think you are.
There's a lightness that swirls around.
We go to do great things. I hope you'll help me. I step back.
Okay. And you shift back. And that snapping, grasping is right in front of your face, but just out of reach.
I rejoin the others.
Okay.
Tell them I'm ready.
Guess that leaves us, Buck.
You know, I still owe you a favor.
You goddamn right.
Go. I'm keeping this one company. Seems like it's been a long time since he's had the pleasure of a good conversation.
We're not doing things that way.
Looking into the light, and further into the light.
Mm-hmm.
I stare so hard that my own reflection burns into my retinas. And I will step to the side.
Okay. It's as I described it before. You can see the figure much more clearly. The patterns in the fur are much more apparent here. It is still, even here, dirty, matted fur. Between age and the effect that the battle it's been waging has had on its body and spirit. But you can see more of that pride. Those signs of what made a white howler a white howler.
I stand up, and I turn away, and I walk, very similar to the father, in a way, past the light and into the dark. And then I kneel down again. Now I wait. If you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. You know, wearing the faces of my friends. Lying to me, tricking me. It never worked in your favor, did it? So tell me, what do you want? What is it you think you could take from me?
And here, with a hole ripped open so close to the heart of where the Wyrm resides, you hear an echoing whisper that just says all of it.
The funny thing is, if you're taking their faces and using their spirits, that means they're here too. Doesn't it? If you're hearing me, aid me if you can. And if you cannot, I suppose I will see you soon. And as for you, you're going to lose.
I'll devour you too.
So the wolf said to the sun, and yet it achieved nothing. I turn away from the hole, the tear. I kneel again in front of he who survived. I close my eyes and I step back.
Let's rock this shit.
Can I? Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
No, go
Flynt proceeds to take off the fur and hood that she's wearing to reveal the tattoo of the red-tailed hawk she's got on her back. Throws it to the side into the shadows and does not step to the side. Just looks up, steps up to the pillar of light. Listen, I'm not doing the fancy shit because I don't have to. I know you can hear me fine. I'm sorry that I couldn't be there fast enough. But I think it's important to say that no matter what, all of you always had my back. And I never stopped blaming myself for not being there fast enough. So, if I can do anything right this time, I'm gonna make sure that I'm there this time, because I know that you'll always be with me no matter what. So let's fucking do this.
When I rolled Mind Speak, I got 9 successes.
You did. That connection is still open.
Mm-hmm.
My friend, we are as ready as we can ever be. It's your turn. Tell me what we need to do. I'll relay it.
And you feel more than are told instructions. It's very much a shut down your mind, calm yourself, and open a channel. Which you know how to do. But your friends might need a little help.
I'm going to glance at the knowledge inside my brain. I'm going to think. Because I still don't trust anything here. Mm-hmm. Is he telling the truth? Is this ritual real? Is this rite real?
Wits and insight.
Two successes.
Yes.
In each of us, there is anger. We've all felt it. Each and every one of you. Sometimes it controls us. Sometimes it aids us. Sometimes it saves us. But for some, anger needs venting. So close your eyes. Think of what makes you angry. Where do you go when your rage takes you? Force it. Force it through a pinhole in the wall. Build a brick well around it to contain it. Push it in the direction you need it to go. Yell at it. Scream at it. Howl at it. You are not a servant of your rage. You are its master. When the time comes, channel it to him. Do you understand?
If I know Val, but I'll do my best.
I don't know anything but.
Trust me, you'll know when it happens. Are we ready?
Fuck no, but let's go.
After me, then. Wait.
No, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay.
1, 2.
We hold hands or some
I
shit.
think we should link up. Yeah, I think so.
That can't hurt. Come on.
Show off.
It's pretty good.
And you all link hands. And that is where we're going to take our break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. And we'll find out what happens in the conclusion of this story for ATL by Moonlight.
I'm gonna woo your ass off.
Storyteller.
Yes.
With that amazing entrance and howl, one thing I wanted to do is make my howl specifically, once again, the howl in the night, but with the goal to, as he's doing it and as everybody's howling, he's giving signals to them to howl similar to how he's howling, to emulate a similar type of howl. If not even necessarily that they are doing it, but it kind of creates a vibration, similar vibration.
The way the gift works, I'll say that there's a resonance that as your howls blend together, there matches yours, and I'll give you a bonus. So go ahead and give me the Gnosis roll, and then for the actual roll, add 4 dice.
Okay, so 5 Gnosis.
Gnosis.
Nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
To the Gnosis. And then for the howl, I need to make, I think, what was it? I think it was a stamina plus my...
Stamina and intimidation.
Yeah.
And because you are in Krenos, you get a +1 to your stamina.
Okay, so 1, 2,
so
3, 4 for stamina, then. And the intimidation was... Where's?
I believe it's 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3.
And then add 4 more dice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Because the process of this is to channel all the hate. Think of the thing that we hated the most, the worst experiences of our life, and to use and fuel this process. Obviously, he's going to start getting angry. I would like to use rage.
You may do so. I will warn you that there is a risk to that.
Okay. Shit. I just feel like that would be the...
Do it.
Yeah. So, it would be my hunger pool, right? Or the...
You have 5 rage.
Yeah. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I am going to set up, while you're doing that, I am going to set up for, because I think I can use Breath of the Wild, my natural leadership here. So I would like to set up for that, for the pertinent shit to come.
Okay.
Okay. So that's 1, 3, 5, 6.
I think you're already safe from frenzying.
Yeah. What was a 3 is not nothing. So
Nope.
Okay. So
6 is and higher.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 success. 3 on the rage dice and 6 on regular.
And as you all howl and settle in, and even Tank joins the howl, you feel the pressure weaken and release, and the bright light intensifies even more, forcing many of you to close your eyes. And Rumi, it's almost natural for you to open up the ways that's needed. You feel an energy channel away from you toward he who survived.
I take the sword I've been holding the entire time and grip it by the silver blade and let the rage, every ounce of it I have left, flow out of me.
You are at 0 rage. For the rest of you,
Is that only applying to Rumi? Okay.
For the rest of you, please give me a willpower roll. And Flynt,
Yes.
this is where your bonuses will come into play.
Yep. So because can I stack for pack tactics too?
Ooh.
Pack tactics. I will actually all of you add dice for pack tactics. I'm going to let that apply.
Cool.
So you all
Okay.
get a +2.
So that's a +2. And then for me, it's Breath of the Wild with my natural leadership, which is a +2 for a leadership roll. Okay.
Is that for everybody or?
I think that's just mine for natural
For
leadership.
that, that's
Right.
just you. You're
But
getting
if
a
Breath of the
bonus.
Wild goes through, you'll have extra dice. On it.
Yes.
Oh, so we're waiting until the Breath of the Wild succeeds to get more? Sorry.
Which it did, so.
Okay, everyone roll the 2 extra dice.
Another 2 extra.
Another 2 dice on top of what you just rolled. 3, Orin. Okay. 5. Orin, how much rage do you have?
3.
3.
Four. And then Starries.
And this 0 counts as a crit.
Yep.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's 2 crits
1,
you got.
2, 3.
Hey, 2 crits, so 5. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Michaela,
3.
how much rage do you have?
2.
You all pass. You all. It takes a moment, especially for you two.
Mm-hmm.
The rage you feel inside you is very difficult to lock up. Michaela, it's easier for you. You are used to subduing the rage you feel to accomplish things. Orin, almost unfortunately, it is easy for you, and you know why. This feels more comfortable, and all of you will reduce your rage to 0.
Oh, wow.
And I need to make a roll. I actually need to make 2. Those dice.
Da 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 da. Stressy. Da 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 da. Aggressy.
We're okay. We'll be fine.
Okay. You feel that energy flow away from you and out of you, and you feel a little weaker. But you can see he who survived sit up a little straighter, breathe in deeply. And as the light begins to intensify, you feel a hammer come down against it. As all of the corruption and the worm taint fights back tooth and nail. But it doesn't crack. And you feel a little bit more seep out. I need each of you to make a gnosis check, including you.
Oh, got a hair on my chinny chin chin. It was just Gnosis, right?
Just gnosis.
Okay, yeah.
5 with a crit.
And
So I had 2 crits and 2 successes.
okay. You both feel something support you. It's like having the structure of a chair when you're tired.
Sorry, I just realized. Does the leadership role apply here?
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll roll. Sorry.
Oh, wait. No.
Okay. No.
No. Not for the Gnosis roll. It's not quite as strong.
Yeah.
For each of you, but you do still feel it. There's something backing you up. There's for lack of a better way to put it, a support system coming into play, making sure that you don't falter. And I'm going to roll one more time.
With the howl we did, would that have just pushed it away and reduced the pressure, or would it have pushed away some of its turns? Yes. Okay. Well,
Vrika,
You ever wonder how?
you feel that?
What are you talking about?
That's the pack.
I mean, okay. You just seem like a little bit awkward.
And you feel that hammer strike again as all of the negative energy tries to break what you're doing. And I need you three to take 2 aggravated damage.
how many?
2. That will start replacing the superficial that you were taking
Oh, okay.
as your bar fills. And each of you only take 1.
So the 2 superficial we had becomes aggravated.
How much health do you have total?
I have 5 health, and then I was
And you had 3 superficial,
One got taken away.
one got taken away. So
but
I
you
was
took
at,
some. You took some more again.
I was at. I'm pretty sure by the end of it, I forget the steps, but I had 3 full health and
Okay.
2 for superficial.
So
So the 2 aggravated you took does not replace those 2 superficial. It adds on. But the way health trackers work, you have to have a full bar of aggravated to fall.
Oh.
So those superficial will need to. So like you can still take 5 aggravated.
Okay,
But if you take 3 aggravated and 2 more superficial, those other superficial will turn into aggravated.
got it. Got it.
So
So
balance there.
okay,
So you have 1 uninjured health left and 2 superficial.
got it.
I look towards he who survived. The hammer has rung twice now. It's time to strike back. And out loud, I simply say, Bismillah.
Okay. You all feel a little bit more energy flow out of you. And this time it hurts a little bit. Can all of you roll willpower? One more time. No bonuses.
Oh.
Sorry, I have to roll 2 different rolls.
You wonder how Tank's doing right now? Refreshed.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Oh, I don't like that.
That doesn't sound pretty.
One,
2.
2. Okay. Okay. You feel that hammer strike come one more time, and something shatters. And you're all hit with the pain of a migraine as everything swims for a second. And when it refocuses, in front of you, you see an old, dirty wolf's Increnos sitting on a large blue-white glowing glyph carved deep into the rock. And as you watch, that glow slowly fades and vanishes. And his eyes slowly open.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does he look okay? Does he look...
I could use a drink of water if any of you have any.
Oh, gosh.
And
I think he's like,
Tank actually pulls a canteen out of a cargo pocket and unscrews it, and
Thank God, because this guy's toting rats.
no more.
unsteadily gets to her feet. And when she stands up, she actually towers over most of you and is about on par with your height.
I get her number.
And she walks over and helps him take a sip. And I'm actually gonna take some water too.
Good.
He shifts. And it is an not elderly, but older, very stocky, solidly built man. The best I can describe him is he looks like Grandma McTavish, who played the older berserker dwarf in The Hobbit. And he cracks his neck.
Is it done?
Before he answers, I am sorry to ruin the beautiful moment. I'd like to use Truth of Gaia.
Okay. That's not a bad idea.
It's 4 successes on the Gnosis roll, and Truth of Gaia, it's wits and insight, which I believe me.
Got to the Wyld.
Won't apply.
I'll be fine.
Pack doesn't apply.
Told you I'll be fine. 3 successes.
Okay. It worked. He's telling the truth. I apologize. It has been a very long time. Since... No, thank you.
All right, serve yourself.
You have to introduce food to a starving person's system very slowly.
I'm not chewing it into your mouth.
That's not.
He laughs actually. What? This is gonna sound really cliche. What year is it?
I don't even know what I ate for breakfast.
Fair enough.
2022.
How long have you been down here?
Several decades.
Oh, so you're like Silver Fox status.
Congrats
Hey.
on that.
All right.
You missed some not so fun stuff. So
I'm fine with just some fun stuff.
The
What?
right to seal. Will the seal be permanent? No?
It will need to be checked up on, but yes.
It will hold.
Oh shit! It's better than it was before.
Unless tampered with.
And this is again the truth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a suddenly he looks more his age. He's gone from the 40-ish looking year old man to the body of a 70-year-old as he just lets out all the air they have left.
Thank you.
thank you. You were keeping this together
Yeah, you
for
kinda-
a lot longer than we were.
You kind of bodied the work, so
You got no home now.
That's not true. We're here.
Right.
This is, again, going to sound both cliche and depressing, but I do not mean it that way. I don't have anything. My entire tribe has been corrupted and destroyed.
did you not say, my fine silver fox friend, that it took a tribe to fix this shit, right? Hey.
They've got you.
I meant more literally, in a sense of,
Losing your people can be a very difficult thing.
it can. It has been a very long time since I have been to my homeland. Oh, he has a Scottish accent, but I'm not gonna butcher and insult your ears with that, by the way. Sorry. I would like to visit it, although it will take a little time for me to be able to travel.
They've got a place, a sanctuary, that can stay and gain their strength.
Thank you. What, this is perhaps a stupid question. Why did you end up down here?
Took a job.
The
Simple rescue mission.
wolves needed us. So,
Honestly, a gigantic coincidence.
I owed somebody a favor.
That's usually how these things happen. Who- Tank, was it? She says yes. You said someone named Mooney is in charge of the area now?
yeah, I mean, that's who told us
Gracious
what was going on.
moon.
I would like to give her my thanks, as I suppose she is why you ended up down here.
You can only imagine that she'd want to offer her thanks as well.
Truth be told, and she should know, but the information about what happened here should probably not travel very far. The more people that know about it, the more people it can discover.
Willing to risk it for the biscuit?
If there's no one here, then it's left unprotected.
That's why I said.
Mooney's tribe will protect it. Mooney's sept.
Well, if this is all done, I need a fucking drink.
Oh, I haven't tasted scotch, and he just stares off in the middle distance for a minute, just disassociates. I should probably eat food first.
Assuming it won't kill you, I'll
Yeah.
buy.
Okay.
You all feel that support gently leave you. And you are all, the exhaustion hits you hard. Tank seems actually okay. She gets up, pulls a phone out of her pocket, sees she doesn't have signal still. She's like, fuck, I thought maybe that would fix it, but I suppose we are 200 miles under, or 200 feet underground. I'm just gonna warn y'all, the only way out of here, because of that fuckery, although she looks at him, I suppose that bullshit went away. Maybe. He actually shrugs. He's like, I don't know.
Let me check. Pathfinder.
What path are you trying to find? The way out?
The path back to the cave entrance.
Fastest.
Yeah. The one that will take the least strain upon our muscles.
It does point back the way you came.
We'll be able to return back.
Oh, thank fuck, because that is swimming straight up through from the bottom of the lake.
Yeah, don't swim.
Yeah, we can hoof it. I mean, it's not crawling with specters now, so.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have the strength to walk. I hate to impose, but
But lucky for you, I like carrying men.
It's true. Do the backpack thing. Don't do the baby thing.
If he wants it, he's allowed to have it that way.
Do you want the baby thing or you want the Yoda thing?
It's not a baby thing, it's a bridal thing.
All right, you want the bridal thing or the Yoda thing? You want the Yoda thing, trust me.
I don't know, the bridal thing sounds kind of nice.
Man, my man.
At least for her.
Over the threshold we go.
At least for me. If you don't mind.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, I don't mind.
And you all make your way back through. The twists, the turns, the doubling back is all gone. It is still a cavern, but you are able to much more quickly make your way back. And when you exit the cave, the sun greets you. Bright daylight hits your eyes. It's not as bright as the energy from down below, but it is mid-morning. You have been down there all night, well into the beginnings of the day, and it takes a moment for you to adjust.
Storyteller, what day is it?
It's Saturday.
Saturday morning?
No.
We got a soup kitchen to run there, bud.
Wait, are we getting paid for this shit?
No, we never get paid.
It's a soup kitchen.
No.
Right.
No. I'm not the soup kitchen. I'm all of this. Everything today.
We're getting
Job.
paid?
No.
We were doing it out of the goodness of our hearts.
I was here
You're
by
the one who
accident.
talked to them.
Yeah.
Fuck!
It
Every fucking time.
it may not mean so much to some of you as others, but I would be more than happy to tell you more about my tribe and some of the things that we knew how to do that I'm sure are now lost to time. If that eases the sting of no
Write a
payment.
book.
So, you saying you're not busy later? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I could be.
Oh, you're gonna be busy. All right, fair enough.
You see Vrika walk off upset that they're not getting paid.
He's just grumbling and got bills and shit, man. Come on. Just,
What bills do you have?
You guys think that a church runs on its own?
You had rat pockets.
That's what? What? Do you think I eat those?
I'm sorry. I think you just earned your deed name.
Put that in the friggin'
And
overlay.
we can call you Pockets. We can call you Pockets.
Pockets is cute as...
That is cute as
Oh, I thought it
fuck.
was like rat pockets as well.
Oh, no.
No, rat pockets
it is
your
rat
full
pocket.
name.
Yeah, that's a full name, but Pockets is
I'll be fine with pocket.
Listen, there are some deed names that are funny once you learn what the full deed name is.
Look, the thing with a deed name, Vrika, is sometimes we don't get to pick it, but
Yeah.
your family picks it for you.
That's disgusting.
No.
Hear that, Vrika?
Right?
Yeah, come on, pockets.
And he just starts
nice.
going to the boat.
Right.
If you like, where I come from, we pick a name that someone who has walked a similar path to us before, to remember that we're not the first, nor will we be the last.
I turn back to him and goes,
Do you not know what the full name that they called me? Vrika is not the name I was given. Vrika wasn't the name that I wanted, but I took that part. The full name they gave me was Vrikasra, the wolf demon. I took the wolf and I kept the demon inside, and that's all it was. And today, I was finally able to let that demon go. But I'm not giving up the name, because it's mine.
You know, sometimes being a demon isn't so bad when it's being directed in the right place. Some people should fear us, or some things, I should say. That's a pretty powerful name. I don't know why we just bumped fists. You gotta remember, this guy is
Ow!
decades. He's like, okay.
Agreed.
That is a powerful name. And
Wolf demon?
I'm not trying to be dramatic, but
he kind of looks you up and down for a minute. He's like, it's also a pretty badass band name.
I remember my AOL screen name. It is pretty badass.
shit, I have rehearsals. Fuck.
Yeah.
After the soup kitchen.
We're gonna need
After.
details. Details, pal.
You did promise her.
Tomorrow night. It's nothing special, but
It's
if you want to
special.
come.
It's really good.
Oh yeah, I got it, Pops. We'll be there.
Wait, we?
Yeah, you too.
Oh, no.
Listen,
Yeah,
you little
no.
shit. I carried you into this tunnels. You're gonna come.
I think so. I think you can.
Yeah,
make
I'm
it.
pretty sure
Right,
I
come
also
on,
never
Rumi.
agreed. It's fine.
Look who's going to help
That
me keep
evens
it.
out the favor?
Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah, I'll buy you a highball or whatever it is that the people
I don't drink.
buy a espresso.
Really? I don't drink either.
Fine. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to just stare at the sun for a bit.
That actually sounds really nice.
You know, I was telling it. Even the wolf thought he could eat the sun. Didn't succeed, did he?
No, he didn't. But he chased it.
And we'll keep on being chased.
And you depart. Make your way back. Head to the soup kitchen. Head to band practice. What about you, Rumi?
I assume that you have service on Sundays?
Yeah, every Sunday twice. Do a morning and an evening. Evening when no one really comes.
After the evening one, Rumi's waiting outside your door. I'm old and tired, and I've been through far too much. So I'm not going to be I think you're cantankerous. I think that you hide things from yourself. And I think you could be very dangerous. But I also think that you are warm and kind and gentle when you want to be. And I would very much like to spend more time with you.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind that either. First, I gotta tell you a story about two young lads. And then you can kind of make your assessment if it's worth the risk. Their names were Connor and Odhrán. But that might be a story for another time.
Not one of us has no regrets in life. Not one of us didn't make the wrong decisions, and to be frank, these youth today have it easier than we did.
It's so much easier for them. I was going to say that. Like, they don't know the struggles we went through.
No, they don't. We made bad decisions because we were desperate to find a way.
We couldn't Google things, for one. That's the whole thing.
No,
Sorry.
we couldn't.
Didn't mean to step on you there.
No, but your bad decisions are not only your fault. They're the fault of the system that made you, that made both of us. I don't know if Connor's out there, or if he'd forgive you. But what's most important is that you learn to forgive yourself. I have made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've lost a lot of people. I've seen things no one should see. And I've done things no one should have to do. But none of that matters because right here I'm with you. And you're with me. And that's all we need.
I'm not gonna lie, it feels nice.
So maybe we start like this. No pressure. Just time.
Just a couple of old guys talking about kids.
And other things.
Sure, maybe a couple of other things. Not gonna lie, it's nice. Did you catch the service?
I did. The end.
See, that's everybody's favorite part.
We have different beliefs. Although I have to question, why Creator and not Gaia or God?
That's just how I kind of reconcile it, you know? Like, I was raised by the church, taught one thing. But you and I know there's something greater and different and wild, wonderful out there. I can't help but think that it's all the same. That the Creator, that God, that Gaia, they're so much greater, bolder and braver and more beautiful than the boxes that we might put a man or a woman in.
There's an old Sufi saying that you cannot really achieve perfection, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. I think God is out of our reach. This isn't. No matter how it turns out to be.
That feels nice.
Your son has a band forming. We should probably go.
All right. He's not gonna like this.
I think I'll turn him around.
What? Oh my god.
You'll have to get used to it. It's all right.
He will want to see you happy. And you smiled more just now than I've seen you smile ever.
I appreciate that.
Now take that weight off your shoulders. We should get going.
I think he plays the bass. God, I hope it's the bass.
You don't know what instrument your son plays?
These, Look, I'm supportive. Not overly invested in the musical style. There's a lot of rah-rah.
He's so... Can you imagine being... We were not that angry. Huh?
No, I had the Perry Como and the Dean Martin when I was young. Anyway.
I just had a war zone.
I'm gonna give you both a moment.
Okay. Professionals.
Michelagh, what about you?
You know what? If it's okay with KP, I think that Michelagh probably gets Pops to give her some intel, and shows up to whatever garage your band practices out of, and she's gonna show up like Tamagotchi in hand, playing a rigorous game of tic-tac-toe and walking at the same time, and is gonna kind of appear in the open garage doorway and wait for you to notice.
You see him like practicing, and he's like, you can see him like, as he's doing it, he's like giving out instructions like, freaking Tom, if you're gonna miss the beat again, I swear to God. And then as he's playing, he looks up and he sees you, and then he's like, you see him like skip a note. He's like, fuck, shit. All right, take a break. I said 5 minutes. Come on. What are you doing here?
Oh, I just came to, get a little preview. I figured we, like, saved Wolfkind together.
No.
It's a non-profit of SaveWolfkind.org. It's a really great resource to help wolves in captivity. I don't know.
You hear, oh, cool, in some point.
Yeah.
Totally not caring.
No, like going to the website.
Yeah, I just figured that we are buds now. So I came by to check out the band, get a sneak preview, have a little chat.
Okay. All right. I mean, we're not fully ready yet. It's gonna be a lot better on stage.
Oh, yeah. No. The show is the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fun to see how the soup gets made, see what goes into the process,
All right. Well, I mean, okay. You said you had something you want to talk. Do you want to say it first and then, or after though?
Yeah. I just wanted to check in. You said something, and then, the whole business of, non-profit work, if you catch me, got in the way. But you said something about being disappointed that you didn't get paid. And, how do you really feel?
Are you asking me if I don't understand. Like, are you? I mean, obviously, it'd be nice if we got paid for the work we did. It's kind of fair compensation.
Sure.
I mean, after the fact that it's a job that we went to do.
Sure.
Right.
Well, look, in there, you did a really brave thing. A really big, really brave thing.
What would I do?
Everybody gave you an out, dude. Everybody told you you could just go and survive and not have to risk your life. And like, I kind of feel like we did almost die. We did not. But I do feel like that is what almost happened. And you chose to stay, like, even though that was totally on the table. I think that was really rad. And also, I think that that's something that people don't really do if they're just in it for a paycheck.
You see him like chuckle for a second, and he turns to you, like, for the first time, like staring straight at you, like in your eye, and he goes, Don't get me wrong. The paycheck is nice. It helps, money and everything that's one side, but I don't understand why anybody thought I would run. Because let me tell you something. I ran all my life. I ran. No place to call home. Until I came here. And this is my home, the one, and I'm not talking about a physical place. The one who sheltered me, the one who took me in was my home. And to me, anybody else that gives me the same level of respect, of care, that's my home. And I will never turn my back on something like that.
Hell yeah. I didn't stay in one place either, but I was with wolves the whole time. So it didn't really matter. And these are some good ones. Pops is great. Rumi,
Annoying.
yeah, but like if you just annoy him as much as possible, they just start to like you, and it gets better.
So you want me to annoy him back?
I do.
That could work.
Yeah.
Okay. Flint's cool. Like, really cool.
Yeah, a little too cool, honestly. Like, it's very cool.
What about you?
Me? Oh yeah, I'm neat, I think. I got like lots of hobbies, cool wolf pack friends, brand new wolf pack friend.
And he kind of turns and holds out his hand. Psych. And walks away.
I'm counting that.
And then he kind of like as he's walking away, he turns around. Oh, forgot this, and he gives you front row ticket and like a VIP ticket
Thanks.
to the show. He goes, yeah, don't lose that.
I
And
won't.
walks away.
You got any jerky in there?
Oh, more dead rats.
Rat pocket.
And then pulls out the jerky, like, yeah, I don't know how old it is though, but here.
Fascinating. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's how he pulls in the animals, man.
You're not wrong.
And he makes his way. He does his practice. But yeah, with the goal of going to the show. But Flynt.
Oh yeah, she pops a seat and she plays with her Tamagotchi and she watches the rehearsal.
Amazing. Flynt. What about you?
What about you?
Oh my god, what about?
Listen, everybody else has a happy ending, my guy. I got nowhere to be.
You might need to do a little nursing back to health before you get to.
Oh, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Take a knee, drink some water.
Yeah, that's fine. Grab him some Pedialyte.
Get those electrolytes in there. No, I made a promise that I didn't actually make, but that's fine. So I would say she definitely found some space of her own, as everybody else has kind of progressed to do their own thing and split off, at least for the day. She's fully aware of where these two are. Good luck with you guys. But she takes the time to go sit by herself at a bar. And orders 2 drinks. And as she's sitting, it's an emptier bar. It's quiet. She intentionally chose it because it was just soft. But she orders 2 drinks, and she slams the first one. And she lets the other one sit for a minute. And as she's sitting, she's taking into consideration what she promised to go do for the concert the following day. Doesn't want to fucking do it. Doesn't want to. But if anything has been learned over whatever fucking journey that was, it was that you can take a loss, but you have to be willing to open yourself up to gain more at the end of the day. And it takes a lot of real special people to show you that. And that makes it worth it. So she gives a thank you, she toasts the second drink, and then she slams that one down. Takes a deep breath, stands up. Time to Pedialyte this motherfucker.
And that will keep you busy until the concert.
Goddamn right it will.
And that is where we are going to close. Yes?
So if the concert happens,
Oh, it does.
so I'm assuming everybody comes in and he does his set, but the final song he ends with is the song I'm Alive by Disturbed. You go. You know what? I thought I would have the courage to sing it. I didn't have the courage to sing it. But
That's
the
okay.
final. So the lyrics essentially is the thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. There will never be a reason why. I will surrender to your advice. To change myself, I'd rather die, though they will not understand. And as he's singing these last parts, he's looking at each of his members here. And finally, he reads through the lyrics, and then the final one, he starts just yelling it out into, like, looking out elsewhere, and yelling, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
And on that note, we'll wrap this chapter of ATL by Moonlight. I'd like to thank my wonderful players for joining me for this. I'd like to thank Ellie for giving me the opportunity to tell you this story, as well as run production with the rest of our crew. Before we close out, I want to give each of you one more time to tell people who you are, who you played, and where they can find you online if they don't already.
I am Jesse Jerdak. I played Father Oren Maktir. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Jesse Jerdak. You can probably Google that crap and it'll probably come up. Follow me. I got your back.
My name is Noordin Kadir, and today I played Rumi, as I have for a while now. You can find me online at the even more accurate than normal handle, Werewolf Feels.
Hi, my name is KP. You can find me as KP11 Studios on all your social medias, but I'm mostly on Twitter. And I got the privilege of playing Vrika Bal. So.
I'm Autumn Ivy. I played Flynt. I am under direct.me/XX Autumn Ivy XX. Yes, it is pretty much an Xbox gamer tag. No, you cannot talk shit about it. With that being said, I am also all over the place, so feel free to search me out under Autumn Ivy. Otherwise, it has been a true pleasure to be here with everybody. Huge shout out to you, to production, to everybody at these tables. Like, y'all are fucking real ones, for real.
That's awesome. I am Super Dillin, and I am Super Dillin everywhere on the internet. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, everything. I design games, and I'm an entertainer who plays them.
Who did you play?
I
Dillin?
played Michelagh.
Okay then.
And if we may, what about our storyteller? Where can we find you?
Now, fuck you.
I'm Ian E. Muller. You can find me online as @Ravnos or Ravnos13 on most social media sites. You can guess my favorite vampire clan if you want. I'll give you one guess. You can also find me on ATL by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition chronicle, as Jackson. I can't say much more than that because who knows what's going on with him. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you all so much for joining us for this game.
Most importantly, thank you guys for being here and watching this and streaming it or whatever it is you're using, because without you guys, we couldn't do this stuff. Yeah. So the more that you are willing to support your content creators and the more that you're willing to take the time to support us, we can support you in turn and provide this amazing content. So thank you, most importantly.
That's all I was going to say, so I think we're good here.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time in
I got
Atlanta.
I got a silver fox to find.